Despite being one of the most iconic horror characters in film history, right next to Freddy Krueger and Jason Voorhees, Michael Myers has barely had any video game representation. Well, officially. There's a ton of fan games that feature Michael Myers, Terrordrome, Rise of the Boogeyman being one of them, but in terms of officially licensed appearances, only 3 games fit that bill, and that's what we're talking about today. The 3 times Michael Myers has appeared in the world of gaming. A video about Halloween in the middle of November. I'm truly on that grind set. Developed by Micrographic Image and published by Wizard Video Games, the same publishers of the controversial Texas Chainsaw Massacre game, Halloween on the Atari 2600, despite being an official movie tie-in game, takes a Spirit Halloween approach to the game design. While that's Michael Myers, and that's the Halloween theme song you're hearing, you're playing as the babysitter, even though it's Laurie Strode, and you're trying to save the kids from the killer, even though that's Michael Myers. The game is pretty much a glorified escort mission, where each level has you leading kids into safe rooms, which are located in either end of the house before Michael kills them. This is kinda weird because Michael doesn't kill kids in the original movie. I mean, some kid slams into him and he does nothing. Although I wonder if the idea of playing as the babysitter is due to the controversy associated with the Texas Chainsaw Massacre game, where you go around killing people as Leatherface. Michael Myers can be challenging as he pops around randomly, which often has him blocking from progressing, so at least they got his teleporting abilities down pat. The game doesn't really leave you helpless against Michael, as you can grab a knife. Well, that's what it's supposed to be, according to the instruction manual, but despite having a weapon, Michael's ability to teleport dwarfs any chance of you actually defending yourself. On top of that, the kids that you're trying to save are pains in the ass, and you end up wondering if these kids want to die or something. Like I said before, you get points by leaving these kids in safe areas, but the points are either given to you automatically, or you have to press a button to get these points. Like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre game, there's also a moment where you can see an Atari version of Blood and Gore, which is kind of cool I guess. Honestly, despite having a rocky start, this will be the one and only game based on the films themselves, so with that out of the way, let's check Michael's appearances in the world of DLC. I've spent 8 years avoiding Call of Duty Ghosts because of the bad reputation it's gotten over the years, and from its inability to run smoothly on local play, I can see why. But when it came time for DLC, the first to be released was Onslaught, which included the map Fog. If you complete a field order, there's a rare chance you can actually get a drop, which allows you to play as Michael Myers. And when you get to play as him, it's fucking amazing. Let me show you. The mask and outfit are pretty spot on, and considering it's a reskin of the Juggernaut perk, you can take a lot of abuse as Michael. Michael can run really fast, which allows you to chain kills pretty easily, although if you stream this on YouTube or Twitch, pretty get that copyright notice because while you're playing as Michael, the Halloween theme plays in the background. The only thing that ruins his otherwise amazing perk is the weapon that's given to Michael. Instead of his signature butcher knife, he was given an axe, and while he used that in Halloween 6, the butcher knife would have been a bit better. Then again, with Michael using the axe in Halloween Kills, it works. The biggest pain in the ass is getting it because it takes a lot of waiting and waiting and waiting, but when you get it, it's worth it. Call of Duty Ghosts might be a bad game, but his DLC game is pretty good. But now let's talk about Michael's most recent appearance in Dead by Daylight. Dead by Daylight is a pretty fun game that allows you to live out a horror movie either as a survivor or a killer. In 2016, the Halloween chapter was released, which on top of allowing you to play as Laurie Strode, an upgrade from the babysitter, and allowing you to play in a map based on Hannaford, Illinois, you can play as the Shape himself alongside his signature butcher knife. While Call of Duty Ghosts gave Michael a speed and strength boost, which made combat quick and brutal, Dead by Daylight brought Michael back to his roots, with his combat focusing on stealth and his movements slowed down. This allows the player to become more familiar with their environment, which complements Michael's special ability, Stalking. When Michael stalks his enemies, he enters 3 phases, which are Evil Within 1, 2, and 3. While you start the match at level 1, when you're up to level 2, you can move faster, along with a longer attack reach, and when you reach level 3, the music changes to the Halloween theme, and you can now instant down survivors. While this feels slow at first, you get used to his abilities pretty quickly, which leads you to winning games in no time. Sure, there are perks that make him more powerful, but his base abilities are faithful to the films and allow you to think rather than slashing blindly. On top of Evil Within 3 playing the Halloween theme, when you're chasing survivors, it also plays the Michael Myers chase thing, which is really cool. The only thing that pisses me off is the fact that Michael Myers grunts when he's slightly inconvenienced, and it's the most pathetic sound in history. I mean, this guy has been shot, stabbed in the eye, and burned alive, and he never made a sound, which made him cool and horrifying, but he has this weird grunt noise, which personally takes me out of the experience. Maybe he could have had that heavy breathing sound like in Halloween 2018? I don't know, but this is not it. Thanks for watching. I'd like to thank Leocrit for being my co-writer on the Atari segment, and I'd like to thank my patrons, Leocrit, Hachi, and Retroway for supporting the channel, and for $1 a month your name can show up right here. Love you guys and shamalamamoomoo.